You're ready to go, Duhad. I think you're ready to go, Jada. I think you're ready to go, Soundspeed.
What is up, everybody?
Let's read.
It's the Fat Albert intro.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 15th year anniversary of Living the Dream.
We're on the 20th year anniversary, Jada. Come on.
Oh my gosh, these videos take so long to come out.
We began this series when America was founded, and we will be concluding it when America ends.
Yeah. Hi, I'm
Any
Cabral.
day now.
I'm Duhad.
I'm Balil.
You know who I am.
Yeah.
And we have a special guest. Yamston's with us.
Oh my god.
Hello, I'm the fifth wheel.
Yeah.
The spare tire in the back seat.
Yeah, it's like the spare tire on the back of the Jeep. It's super cool, and it makes the car better.
And also, if someone crashes into you, they hate the tire, not the
Nobody's
car.
impressed.
So we are returning to Heat 3, Three Nights at Freddy's, the 22 short films about Springfield chapter where we get to see all the characters who otherwise would have dropped out of the story for an extended period of time and or shown up later on without really getting an introduction. And this was a later chapter written by our own Yamston, and it's been pretty good so far. And we're picking up right where we left off half a year ago, with Gyricon smashing face first into a concrete floor after playing with a portal gun, and transitioning over into the Salisbury Hospital in Griffinstone Kingdom.
Yeah.
Most certainly. And that's where they make the stakes, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, gotta reintegrate here.
You gotta reintroduce yourself.
June lay completely still in his dirty hospital bed, bored out of his mind as he waits to fully recover. After that fake bitch Lance, Gyro, threw him off that cliff, he barely escaped by floating down a river that led him all the ocean. That doesn't seem right. Before being picked up by a griffin fishing boat. The Griffins were a very gruff group, but they treated him better than any of the ponies did. They even brought him all the way back to their homeland so he could be treated there. Not like they knew how to treat ponies well.
That's okay. This is June's kill and joy, or fuck.
When's the last time we saw June in the story?
Didn't June not have the consciences?
I guess he does.
He did. He's always had them.
Oh, never mind.
This is fucking bullshit. Why did they have to wire our fucking jaw shut?
Well, there was little else they could do, but believe me, I am just as tired, if not eating real food like the rest. Tired of not eating real food like the rest of us. Goodness. I'm dying.
Wait, Jack, John?
No, it's Drake and John.
John.
Like, June, Drake, and June, Dawn.
Oh,
That's really dumb.
Drake, John, shut up. I'm getting another headache. That's called a brain damage word I'm not going to repeat.
I don't think we can say that brain damage word anymore.
Since fucking when? 2014?
No,
it's 2014.
It's 2014.
It is
Oh,
2014.
You're not on the ball yet. Let's
You're
wake
right.
up.
Okay.
It's 2014.
You need to wake up.
Wake up, that word. Guy pulling off the calendar page. 2014.
1994.
Hard to believe.
That's
we're
how
14
most days
years-
went.
Hard to believe we're a full 10 years after this point in the story.
That's horrific.
Yeah, terrifying, really.
That's how
Wow.
most days
Almost 5, almost 11. Shit.
Endless ranting between his consciences, occasionally broken by a checkup with the staff. June was trying, and failing, to sleep the time away, but the door opening caught his attention. A tall red unicorn made her way inside and stood at the foot of his bed. Her red snake eyes looked him over with mild intrigue. June could swear he saw a star-shaped flicker in her iris.
Huh?
She gracefully swept back her long white mane before speaking.
I
So usually I
controller.
default to yeah.
This is like a female rando.
Yeah, female rando. Usually I
Yeah.
default to those because Jada, what do you usually grab? I'm trying to remember right now.
To be fair,
Whatever.
it's like because of the fact that Jay came in here before we were assigning roles properly. Like, you two are basically just all of the like non-brony
Yeah,
OC
we're all the
characters
non-brony
and also
characters,
canon
for sure.
characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. Anyways, you would be June, correct?
She asked.
Whoa, Mama! I'm already half chub.
Ah, damn. Wait, no, we have to get back to Twilight.
You gotta stay straight like an arrow, man. Do not deviate. June, unable to talk with a fractured jaw, could only nod his head sheepishly. A devilish smile appeared on her face.
You are just the stallion I was looking for. I have an offer of sorts. If you're interested, I can offer you the power to surpass your oarfish counterpart.
Oh, fish.
Oh,
Oh,
fish.
my god, you guys
Oh,
cannot
fish.
read.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I have caffeine. I've opened a can of soda, and I need
Your
it.
Oarfish counterpart. He looks
Your
fucking
oarfish.
crazy.
Yo, he's a fish now.
That's actually really funny. He's just an oarfish.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta get you
oh
a
hell
picture of an
no!
oarfish.
This bitch is just what. This bitch is just wants to scam us.
There you go. That's the picture of an oarfish.
Okay, I see it. Yeah, yeah.
You know what? I think
That's
this is accurate. Yamston, make it happen.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like, yeah, more or less what I think Gyrocon looks like.
I mean, you know what? I see the black
Shannon.
stripes. I see the red.
That's true. I mean, you know.
Blue.
So, fun fact about oarfish: when they get sick, they just kill themselves by washing themselves on the beach.
And then God resurrects them.
So real. Yeah, and then God resurrects them. June shook his head. He was done taking deals. Nightmare offered the same thing, and look where that got him. They treated him like shit, a fucking errand boy, and now he's stuck in a hospital in a foreign country. The mayor didn't take offense to the rejection. If anything, she looked ready to press onward.
Your hesitance is expected. Why, after working for someone as single-minded as Nightmare, even I would not trust so easily.
She then looked into his own eyes, freezing him in place.
But
Scary.
but there is more to it than that, is it not?
Unsure how to respond, June shrugged. Her horn began to glow, and June felt like a hot wire was being ripped from his gums.
Ah, that's fucking hurts.
I knew something was off about her. We have to fight, June.
Why couldn't this have happened after we got better?
With a burst, June was now off the bed in his drinking John.
Drinking John. That's so funny.
I'm so ready for JJ drinking John.
You whore! I'm going to enjoy beating the shit out of.
What happened? He could talk, and that ache in his rib was gone. Just who was this witch?
What the fuck? It just got Josuke. Like,
It's like
Yeah.
My Hero
it's not
Academia.
cheating if I repair you, right?
I feel bad beating the shit out of someone in a hospital bed.
The mayor herself hadn't moved. Floating next to her was the contraption that silenced June for the past few months.
This is a gift, and a fraction of what those who join my services get.
She said simply, as if his outburst didn't even happen.
Now,
She continued.
I have an offer, if you please.
June, confused with how everything is turning out, only nodded.
It's still her. She's just
No, I know. Sorry,
Uh,
my dad is texting me.
Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. I'm just sort of like both for that and also for the sake of the audience explaining. She is just breaking up her sentences between multiple, like her dialogue between multiple paragraphs.
You may call me Lilith. I have heard tales of your plight, clone of Lance Greenfield.
She trailed off. At the mention of that name, he growled, but with a look, she shut him up and continued.
She was like, bark, 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 bark. As soon as he hears the name Lance, bark, 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 bark. Brought into this world without a choice, with the same thoughts and memories as your counterparts, the same love for his wife and child, only to be told none of it mattered. Why would the feelings of a mere clone be of any consideration?
She said, tearing up old feelings inside of June, causing his head to droop. Lilith walked forward and raised his chin with her hoof.
His head droops, he whimpers like a dog.
Grows into pet play.
But you're more than that, aren't you? You're just as real as he is, if not more so. Lance never had to lose his family, never had the experience of complete isolation as you have, that you would still fight for your wife and your son. After all, that proves you are you as the superior. Do you not agree?
That? Yeah! Fuck that poser Lance! He shouldn't have to lose everything because he's not the first one! He would not just forget everything he did for Spark, Twilight, and Fawn! Whoa. He remembered Fawn, so...
This is how you know.
You know, that's how you know he's the better father.
The evil
Definitely
Lance.
is not the real Lance.
He remembers Fawn, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, okay. You know, usually it's like you ask a question that somebody knows the answer to. It's like, oh, only the real Lance would know this.
It's even crazy because he forgot Kara.
Yeah, but it's just like, name your children. And then the guy goes, Spark and Fawn. And it's like, all right, get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here.
You're not my Lance!
It's like the episode of SpongeBob with the Robo-Crabs.
Oh,
It's like, all right, name your children. Okay. Spark and Fawn, and then he shoots them. It's like the real guy would never remember Fawn's name.
Yeah. Anyway, they should be with him as the final of that sentence.
yeah, they should be him, not Lance. Did you finish that, Cody?
They should be with him, not Lance.
Fuck yeah! We're going to get our family back!
I miss Twilight and our kids so much.
I miss my wife. Me
miss my
too,
wife, too.
John! Oh god, I think I'm starting to cry.
June was determined to do anything to beat Lance. He stood proud, ready for what's to come.
Yeah, but I need something strong. I didn't get angel powers like Lance. My Drake and John forms was barely enough to beat Grace, and she sucks like a woman.
Didn't we lose Grace?
Yeah, hush, hush. Let us have this moment.
At the mention of angels, Lilith's smile grew sinister.
Oh, yes, that would be a problem, for the most part.
He nodded his head in anticipation.
Yeah. What is it? Huh?
Down, boy, down.
Lilith's horn began to glow, and the star, no, pentagram in her iris glowed brightly.
How would you like the power to kill an angel?
I was wondering what the lore of Hazbin Hotel was.
This was it.
Yeah. I do love, one,
This is the prequel.
Yamson, this is a really fun take, making the clone literally become a demon to fight the angel. That's actually a really fun take.
I didn't come up with the idea. I'm just filling it out.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
hold on, I have a question. Is this the cannibal? Is this the person who ate Lance earlier, or is
No.
this a different evil lady?
No, this is a Lilith, like the biblical one.
Oh, this is literally just Lilith from the Bible.
Well,
From the
Lilith's not
Bible,
in the
by
Bible.
Edward.
Lilith is a Jewish mythology.
She was in older editions of the Bible. Like also the Jew. That's the same book.
No, she's not actually in like the Torah or like the
Yeah, no, she's
canon books of the Bible.
Yeah, she's in like Gnostic Christianity and like certain aspects of Jewish mysticism. But like she is a biblical figure.
Yeah.
Anyway,
from what Austin said, God
You're
himself
Binding of
created
Isaac,
Lilith
actually.
here
Did you
to
know
request
that?
you for whatever reason.
Yeah. Okay. So also I have to point this out because I think it is kind of funny. It's like, yeah, you're not Lance's clone. You're like, if anything, you're the real one. Guy who changed his name so that he wouldn't be confused with the real Lance, and also changed his fucking like personalities so that they would have stupid matching.
Drake and John.
Drake and
Why is it
Sean.
Drake and not Jake? Wouldn't it? Like Jake and
Because
John.
it's break. It's
Yeah, but
You
like
only replace the
Drake.
first letter
But
with a J.
it's-
That's all the effort
it
you
just
had.
flows really poorly off
No,
the
that's what
tongue.
the joke is, right? Like, it's funnier if it's just, like, obviously
It
is.
very lazily tacked
It is
on.
funny.
True.
Okay, morning of the third day, Frederick's bunker.
Oh shit.
Spark and I spent several hours yesterday messing around with the portals before Alexander frantically asked for them back. Bruised and battered from our activities, we went to bed afterwards. We woke up to an announcement by Frederick asking everyone to head to the main lounge. He apparently had something important to show all of us. By the time we arrived, everyone else was already in the room, sans David, who
Dun,
appeared
dun, dun.
shortly after we did. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Frederick glanced around the room. Confirming that everyone was here, he started his announcement.
Oh god, where's Frederick here? God damn, my brain's okay.
He's Canadian.
No, I know. I was just trying to find the
He's
line
Canadian.
because like
He's Canadian. Did you know that?
hello there, every pony. It's our last day here in bunker, and is everything going well?
The group mumbled in agreement, but clearly tired of just sitting around doing nothing.
I've been masturbating for 3 days straight watching all y'all, so I'm getting a little bit bored. Okay, I know morale's a bit low, so that's why
Wait, hold on.
a bright flash interrupted Frederick.
Oh, okay, a bright flash interrupted Frederick, who turned back in shock.
Oh wait, sorry, goddamn! I thought that was yeah, right. Oh no!
Oh wait, no, that's me. Sorry.
No,
No, that's mine. Yeah.
It is
Oh
yours, yeah.
no.
It can't be, not her. Pussy time.
What?
Next to me, Alexander started panicking.
Alexander just came jumping.
no, it's Princess Luna. She's going to.
Frederick hesitantly got in a battle pose.
Every pony run. I'll hold off my wife with my dick.
My wife.
Before anyone could run to safety, a dark blue glow grabbed all of us, cutting off all means of escape. With a crazed look in her eye, Luna slowly dragged all of us to her.
Did you take over Luna for me, Jade? I do not remember.
I have no. I don't know. It's been 80 years since.
That
Since
is
his last
fair,
ride.
because we had Irish Luna for a long time, so I didn't know if we still had that, is all. Yeah, so you're supposed to keep up. You're with the Lord. You're with the recordings.
Nah, I think it was just
Probably me.
Just do it, Cabral.
That's fair. I just want to make sure what Jada also do, stuff that Jada had from before. Anyways, it was about fine time I found you, Frederick. Forgot about our mind link, didn't you? Time for you boys to...
Kaboom! From my outstretched hoof, Luna was sent hurtling and violently impacted into the back wall, slumping over unconscious.
Ow! Back to the kitchen with you.
Break,
We
please.
respect women.
I love my wife!
Break, please.
My bad. May you please go back to the kitchen,
That's-
bitch.
That's better? Remember, kids, it's always polite to ask.
Shut up, you you two fucking idiots.
Bro, you built them that way.
Frederick looked like he had a heart attack.
Jesus, Lance. Why'd you do that to my wife?
I left my holy dawn form and put a hoof on his shoulder.
I had to do it. She was putting us all in danger.
He's gonna literally rape us.
As Frederick went to make sure Luna wasn't too hurt, I heard tiny hoof steps behind me.
Dad, what's going on? Why is the princess so different?
Asked a scared Spark. Aw, fuck. Now I have to explain this to Spark. This is gonna be difficult.
Well, Luna was under mind control.
I exclaimed. What? I'm not giving him that talk just yet,
Mind control?
asked Spark, now terrified. I hugged Spark close.
Yeah, there's a bad guy out there who's taking control of all the mares and making them do bad things.
Spark started shaking.
Even Mom?
I looked away.
Yeah, even Mom.
I hugged him tighter.
But don't worry, bud. Tomorrow everything should be back to normal.
A pissed off Frederick popped up behind us.
Okay, now it's not the time for your schmalarkey.
Schmarky.
Malarkey,
Schmalarky.
Malarkey.
Lance, stop lying to the kid.
said Frederick. Come on, man. I was hoping the lie would last a little longer than that. He turned to Spark.
Luna was in heat. That means she's super fucking horny. In a different part of the reproductive cycle where all the mares hunt down and breed with the stallions. You'll be part of it too one day, for better or worse.
Now what I'm with isn't it anymore. I glared at him, but he glared right back. Wow, you know what? I beat the shit out of your wife, and you told my children about heat. So
I guess we're even now, Frederick.
Also, then Garcon has like really progressed as a character. Like before, he would have spent like a good long while being like, I don't want to hit a girl. I can't bring myself to. No, just fucking punches his life through a
Yeah,
wall.
that's
I
character
know.
growth.
Honestly,
That's
the
development.
last interaction that he had with Luna was shitting on her wedding dress. So I don't think she likes it very much.
That's true.
I still have that photo lying around.
Fuck you.
Where are we? Okay, fuck you, Frederick. I was trying to keep Spark's innocence. Whatever remained of it, anyways. The laugh of a mare pierced through the room, followed by several others. My eyes widened in shock. Fuck! There's more! Luna must have told them where we were! A latch on the ceiling burst open, mare spilling all over the floor. I had to do something.
How do they open the latch from the?
Your
Never mind.
bunker fucking sucks.
Yeah, this bunker is ass.
I made sure the
Remember,
latch is openable from both sides, just in case we get locked out.
Remember what Twilight said? Sacrifice one of the homies. Oh, great idea.
Oh, I do hope they'll forgive us for this.
Oh, it's fine. I'd be jumping in there right now if Lance wasn't such a fucking bitch.
I frantically scanned the room to see who would be the first. There! Wonk, wonk. Yeah, I'm acknowledging it. There! I flew over to their corner of the room. Zaro looked over to me while panicked.
Lance, what the fuck, man? No. What do we... Not you.
I snapped. Moving forward, I hefted Aaron above me.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Lance, what the hell are you doing?
Screamed Aaron as he squirmed in my grasp.
It's for my kid.
I yelled as I threw Aaron into the still tangled pile of mares. The second he landed, they dragged him in before he could get a scream out. He's already been raped in the 2 previous heats. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Oh my god.
Good lord. With the mares distracted with their current prey, I bolted over to Spark and put him on my back.
Scatter!
I yelled as I went down one of the hallways, leaving my other friends behind. For a full minute, I ran non-stop down the corridors of the bunker, trying to any place I could safely protect Spark in. Damn it! Why did Nightmare take away my ability to teleport? I would have been long gone by now. I ducked when I saw something fly at me. Good thing I did, because the steel wall caved in from my unwanted stalker's attack. Hold on, is that Grace?
What the fuck?
So it seems even lesbians fall victim to the heat. I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, uncomfortably horny.
Jesus.
Dude. Yeah, fuck me. It's like that. Oh, God, Jesus Christ.
You're really getting put through it today.
It's like the one time you could fuck a lesbian and get away with it.
You're sick in the head.
Huh. That makes me wonder how Toby is holding up.
Yo, let's go! Somewhere, Canterlot. Toby screamed!
Oh my god, what even was the voice I gave Toby?
Toby was like a nerd, right?
Yeah, he's getting dirty.
Yo, you can't do this to me. I'm gay.
The mayor on top of Toby laughed.
Hi, gay. Now give me that dick.
No.
Back to Lance.
Meanwhile.
The Family Guy cutaway gag with Toby.
It really is.
Yeah, very Family Guy cutaway gag.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
How's Toby doing during the heat?
A lesbian in heat? This is just like the time Toby was gay.
Boy, there's more awkward than that time I took Toby to the heat.
Back to Lance.
I'm sure he's got it handled.
Stallions.
Grace droned. She lowered herself, getting ready to charge again. I can't fight her and protect Spark at the same time. He'll get hurt. But I can't leave him alone either.
Bark, you need to keep running. Can you do that for me?
I yelled, getting into a fighting stance.
Stay, Dad.
Said Spark as he jumped off my back and ran out of sight. Perfect. Now I don't need to golf back.
What?
What?
I
What?
think you meant hold back. I'm gonna be honest. Those letters are pretty close to
Those
me.
letters are pretty close on the
I-
keyboard.
I think someone was writing this chapter on their phone.
Also, because your mic peaked at a keyword there, Jada. For context, the line was "Stay safe, Dad," not "Stay, Dad." For the
Oh,
sake of the
did it?
audience.
God damn
I
it.
heard "Stay safe, Dad."
Okay.
Okay, well maybe it picked up for you then.
Maybe your connection's bad, April. You ever thought about that?
Oh.
I entered my Holy Dawn form and charged towards Grace.
Bring it on!
Elsewhere in Frederick's bunker, Seth and Zaro galloped down the many corridors of the oversized safe house. Both of them were breathing heavily and sweat coated their bodies. They lost sight of everyone a little while ago. They had to keep running. Right when they turned a corner, they slammed into something solid, yet furry. When
Oh.
they looked up, they saw... Oh, fuck.
Celestia?
Seth and Zaro screamed in unison, despair rocking through them. Seth took a shaky breath.
I don't know that I have. I know that I haven't been the best friend to you, man.
He turned to Zaro.
But. What the fuck?
Zaro was already long gone. Just as he turned a corner, he could hear Seth yell
Asshole!
at the top of his lungs.
That's payback for leaving me, Big Mac.
He thought. But before Zaro could get much further, he felt something wrap around his back leg. Losing his balance, he tumbled on the floor and hit his head. Gathering his bearings, he saw a green pony surrounded by vine.
Oh
Just
no.
all the lesbians are here
Whoa!
to
Teal, the lesbians. Let's go, lesbians!
Why don't the lesbians just
Representation.
fuck other women during the
They
heat?
should be fucking each other. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like they're in heat and they're just like super horny and would be fucking each other, but for some reason
They're fucking men.
straight facts
They're
of like all the
compelled to
lesbians are
work.
fucking them.
April.
It's
They're
not the spirit
animals.
of living the dream.
That doesn't mean shit. Dude.
I'm sorry. Okay, well, point to me all the lesbian dogs in Heat, like in the real world, and we'll, get back to it.
Oh yeah, I'll point to all of them. There's actually a
I'm pretty sure that is
lot.
a thing that happens.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I will sincerely
Fucking
apologize.
checkmate.
Whatever. I know more about animal sex than you do, Spood. Okay.
Spood is sex-plaining about animals.
All right. Where are we actually? Just before the vines
just
could grab
before.
him, he dove out of the way and ran back to where he ran from.
I take it back. Vine shit is so much worse than molestia.
Oh, that's like a deep cut. I like
Very
that.
deep
Yeah,
cut.
it's old school.
Well, I don't know if I like that, but I acknowledge it. I'm nodding my head at it. He thought, more exhausted than ever,
Get back here so I can tear you apart!
roared Vineshin right on his heels. No way in hell was he letting that happen. He remembered what happened to Lance. He shuddered at the thought.
Okay, I can believe that Vineshin is specifically just horny for bloodshed. That tracks.
For the third time that day, Zaro crashed into a pony, and this time it was Seth? If he's here, then that means Celestia is... Zaro gulped. No matter how he looked at it, he was surrounded. Celestia blocked the path in front with Vineshin behind them. Seth realized the same thing, his previous anger dying down to a whimpering simmer. In the last moment, the two remain unviolated. They shakily hug each other, waiting for the pain to start. Seth and Zaro hesitantly peeked at their captors, but both hadn't moved yet. In fact, they were completely ignoring them.
Silly.
Vineshin struggled to say, almost as if it was being actively repressed. Vineshin! Celeste in a strained voice. The two stood still for what seemed like forever.
Yay!
But then, without warning, the two mares jumped into each other, lips locked. Seth and Zaro's jaws dropped to the sight of them exploring each other out in the hallway. The prior feeling of dread now replaced with just confusion. And a little bit of horny, if they had to be honest.
I think we should leave before they get any ideas.
Said Seth.
Yeah, let's go do that.
Replied Zaro. The two ran off without much fanfare. No, a coward. Seth and Zaro should have started fucking too.
Absolutely.
Wherever Peter is, Frederick's bunker.
Oh, God. Oh, this is kind of boring.
Thought Peter as he pile-drived a random pony. Barry punched, if he remembered correctly, through a table. The mare became a rag doll the second her head smacked against the ground.
Oh my
my
god,
gosh.
fucking wasted.
See ya. Peter got up and tossed her aside, ready to fight the next mare that jumped at him. But this time it was Carrot Top that lunged at him. Peter quickly spun on his front hooves and bucked her right in the jaw, sending her flying, spitting teeth and blood.
Jesus.
The day after's got to be like crazy at the hospital, right?
And Carrot Top, he sees her at like the fucking grocery store a week later, and he's like, "Hey, I'm really sorry I kicked you."
Yeah.
And she's like, no, please. Like, it's that time of year, really. This
No, I get
happens.
it.
She's got like a fucking bandage all over her head. She's like, oh, don't worry. It happens to everyone.
There's
There's like
She's
6
on
other
couch.
women with like head bandages like that.
Yeah, that's so fucked up. One's like missing teeth. Like,
Yeah.
Wait, Carrot Top has straight up had her her teeth kicked out.
Yeah.
yeah.
This heat was a lot more boring than last year. Threat level of horny mares doesn't stack up well to super forums. Don't get him wrong, he absolutely did not want a repeat of last year, but this whole event just felt really underwhelming. Speaking of super forums, how could Peter still use Violent Inferno after Lance killed him on Nightmare Night?
I forgot about that. Oh my gosh.
He didn't really know, but his transformation did feel a lot weaker than before.
But not that weak.
Thought Peter as he used a stray frying pan to bash in a mare's snout,
Jesus
spraying
fucking
blood
God.
across the
Bro,
room.
you shouldn't be fucking killing random people, dude.
It's like the purge, dude. Everything's legal. I can just kill whoever I want right now.
I mean, yeah, there's no one in power.
That's true.
Hey, watch it.
Yelled David as he shielded his young foals from the violence.
I do not want to explain to Dash why
Azure.
Zero and Lightning have bloodstains on them.
Peter dodged another mare, his leg jutting outward, causing the mare to trip and fall into the nearby oven.
Okay, he's straight up killing people now.
Bro, that's fucking wild. Well, I guess wherever Peter is the kitchen?
Yeah.
In the presence of like a frying pan and like an oven.
Yeah, you just-
Yeah. I mean, as long as he doesn't turn the oven on, it's fine. There's holes in there to breathe, right?
Slam someone's head directly into a deep fat fryer.
Fucking, what is it, Friday the 13th kills?
Yeah.
Very happy tree friends in here.
Peter locked the oven door, trapping the mare inside.
I'm trying my best here, but they won't stop coming.
He replied as 2 more mares fell from the ceiling. He simply stepped to the side as they cracked their heads against the
Oh
floor.
my
knocking them out.
Jesus.
Why are they going head first out of the ceiling?
Like, what was the plan?
Yeah.
With David as a non-combatant, on top of needing to take care of two very young foals, he was a sitting duck. But Peter could fight as long as he needed to. He won't leave a friend behind. Unlike fucking
Watch.
Gyrocon, who was fine with that shit.
Watch out!
Warned David, but it was too late. Peter felt a rope tie its way around his foreleg. A quick glance showed it was Applejack.
Oh my gosh!
She may be strong, but he's a Jokai knight!
I forgot.
He would know a thing or two about lassos.
God, Jesus.
Pulling the rope with all his strength, Applejack was launched in his direction. He moved right out of the way as she shot past him and right into a cabinet full of plates. The sudden force weakened the reinforcements, and the entire structure collapsed on the cowgirl, glass shards and sharp utensils alike. Peter started sweating when a crimson pool inked out from the rubble.
Oops.
Said an embarrassed Peter.
I really hope Rarity doesn't get mad at me.
How about Applejack?
That's
She'll probably
really
kill you
funny.
afterwards.
Oh, sorry, I killed your friend.
Applejack's dead as hell.
She's in the Family Guy death vote.
So it's a good thing we don't need the elements of harmony anymore because we're down to 5.
Ooh.
It's terrible. I mean, she died earlier when she drowned in the apple bobbing bucket, and now she's died again.
Have the elements of harmony ever been brought up
Remember,
in
there were 2
Living
of
the
them.
Dream?
They did,
They
I
used them
think,
against
once.
Nightmare.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fucking somewhere else in this bunker, I didn't map out anything. Spark ran as fast as his stubby legs could carry him. He didn't know what was going on. The heat didn't make any sense. Why would ponies turn on each other like this? He's scared. He wants his dad. He wants his mom. Spark skid to a halt when he saw a pony in the dark. He couldn't tell who they were in this light, but as he turned around, he heard them speak. Twilight.
Spark, is that you?
He heard a very familiar voice call out.
That soothing
turned
velvety
back
pipe of
instantly.
his mother. Spark,
Oh, my son!
my baby boy.
He turned back instantly, face alight with relief.
Oh, thank goodness, Mom. I've been wondering where you were.
From the shadows, Twilight stepped forward, revealing her form. Her face was a bit red, and something in her eyes looked wonky, but compared to the other mares he's seen today, she looks fine. Twilight rubbed the top of his head, a sweat smile on her face.
This is my sweat face. Oh, I've missed you,
sweating.
Spark. But I have something very important to ask. Do you know where your father is?
Spark's head popped up.
Oh, Dad? Yeah, he's this way. Follow me.
You were just told to leave.
Yeah, but
What?
he's a
What?
child.
You also
Okay.
was told your mother is possessed by an evil ghost wizard.
Well,
No, I mean,
Frederick already
literally
told him.
Remember
immediately,
this.
yeah.
Frederick was like, no,
Yeah.
that's a lie. So.
Also, April, remember this. He is literally an infant.
That's true. He's like 1 year old.
He has the brain of an infant and the body of a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna like not follow his mom?
Yeah.
yeah,
He
He
He's
also
like-
missed his mom. He's scared. He saw mommy. He's
Well,
happy.
No, he's happy to see his mom. It's just like, oh yeah, let me bring you to Dad, who specifically was like, "I'll run. I'm gonna be murdered by Luna."
Well, it's fine. He's a child.
well, he's fighting
Sorry.
Grace, right?
Yeah.
Right, right, yeah.
Either way.
All right. Why didn't they just fucking stay home and he just
Yeah.
him and Twilight just do their
Well,
shit?
Well, that's also weird.
Hanging
Doesn't
out.
Vineshin live with Celestia?
Yeah.
Why'd they
so
go out?
I don't know. Why did they leave the castle?
Yeah, why'd they leave at all?
I think there's some plot holes in this story.
Hey, wait a
Um,
second. The
I
logistics
sure hope
of this
someone
heat
was fired for that one.
It's the pheromones.
One of the many pointless storage rooms Frederick built into this place. Maybe he's compensating for something.
Like this segment is the entire reason why this chapter exists. I'm just
Ah.
like,
Oh, okay. Cody
All
and
right.
Ditzy had found refuge in one of the side rooms. They had spent the past several minutes barricading the door with loose bits of furniture scattered around. He would have preferred to keep running, but the pregnancy had taken its toll on his wife, so they had to make do. Ditzy was gasping heavily, exhausted from the brief workout that normally she could do without a sweat. Smile. Cody leaned up against Ditzy, letting her relax into him.
I get it.
It's going to be okay. We'll be safe here.
She nuzzled his neck.
I think you had Ditzy, Jada? Don't recall.
Yeah,
Is that true?
It's also
What did
been
she
involved.
sound like?
I don't know. Little Ditzy?
Little silly belly.
Cody, you could have left me behind. It's you they want.
She muttered.
I could never.
He comforted.
You saw how feral those mares were. What if they trampled you? I wouldn't be able to live with myself if you or the baby got hurt.
Ditzy giggled and put a hoof on her bump.
Haha. I'm so happy our foal has such a strong, sexy stallion to look up to.
And a
I've been
murderer.
playing Mozart next to my baby, so he's gonna
I'm
be
putting
smart.
an iPhone right up to my baby to get them started.
Playing Chug Jug right now.
Wow, Fortnite is such a good therapeutic thing for our baby. Look, it's
Cody-
Goku. He's doing the skibbity.
Cody blushed at the comment, but then jumped when he heard a bang against the door. He jumped to his hooves.
Ditzy, get behind me!
Cody yelled in panic. The barricade proved useless when the door exploded. In the doorway stood a blue unicorn, horn glowing with malicious intent.
Found one!
The intruder yelled, no doubt alerting any nearby mares. Cody looked around for something, anything to use as a weapon, but before he could grab a nearby chair leg, he was pinned down by a yellow aura. The mare jumped on him not long after, drooling all over his face. No matter how much he struggled, he couldn't move.
Get off of him!
He heard Ditzy yell. It was like the unicorn didn't even hear her. She began to hover herself over Cody's groin, much to his discomfort. Thankfully, before she could do anything, she was thrown off of him by none other than Ditzy. The aura keeping Cody bound disappeared, and he rolled back onto all fours. He ducked as another mare had entered the room and tried to tackle him. This wasn't good. They needed to get out of here. The blue mare had recovered, and she was absolutely pissed.
Oh, what's your problem, you bimbo?
Cody felt some grab at the back. Fuck.
You
Cody
read that
felt
right.
some grab. Huh? Oh. Cody felt some grab at his back leg and trip him. Looking back, he saw the second mare, a pale orange one, crawling her way up onto his back and pinning him. He tried to gently kick her off him without hurting her too bad. Oh my god, I can't do it. He knew they weren't in their right mind.
He's not Peter.
Peter's fucking crazy.
Peter has less empathy than a serial killer.
The serial killer has a wife and
A
pregnant
baby on the
wife,
way.
So
A chill ran down his spine when he heard Ditzy scream out in pain. Snapping his head over to where he heard the scream, the sight made his blood run cold. Ditzy was on the ground, crying. Above her stood the blue unicorn, and her horn was impaled right into her stomach.
Oh no!
Right where the baby was.
can you get charged for murder during their heat? Like
It's the purge. It's literally the
Yeah.
purge. I don't
Okay.
think so.
Yeah, I was gonna say again. Celestia's not here, so
Like,
literally there's no government. Like,
oh,
it
she's-
doesn't seem
I mean,
like
she's
Celestia has
technically
like,
there, but she's not. Yeah.
yeah, like if Celestia had like I don't know the Captain Royal Guard or something like take over, like find some men, put them in charge while this happens or something.
So
Yeah, and
the heat question is this: if like, is it a hormones based thing? Like if someone had, like,
Apparently,
has
it's like
the
a
proper
fucking
hormone?
it's a fucking rage virus thing. Like,
or
you
is
just,
it like magic? It's just magical
I mean,
sex.
it's not natural, but think about who would be responsible for something like this.
yeah,
It's fucking
Oh.
Annabelle.
It's Annabelle.
Well,
yeah.
it's always Annabelle.
Guaranteed. That's crazy. Dude, Annabelle's sitting at home thinking, like, dude, it'd be so funny if I fucking
Man. What if I-
aborted her kid. Like,
Yeah,
wouldn't that be-
she's like possessing her. She's like, "All right, here we go."
check this out. This is gonna be so funny.
And killing the kid was the entire reason this chapter existed. Because
Oh, hell yeah.
cover that plot hole.
Alright.
Crazy. Well, back to the story.
Something-
Back to fun times.
something in Cody snap. With a roll, Cody threw the orange mare off of himself. He didn't care about where she was at the moment. He needed to get her off of Ditzy. As he bolted over to the unicorn, he picked up a broken chair leg from the long obliterated barricade and jammed the splintered end right into her neck.
Straight up murder.
I love that. That's like a little Chekhov's gun for you. You know, the chair leg was in fact going to come back. Cody didn't care if the mares weren't in their right mind anymore. He didn't care if he promised to never go back to his old ways. No one hurts his family. The mare fell to the ground, desperately grabbing at her punctured throat, clinging to a false hope that if she holds tight enough, she won't die.
Jesus Christ.
Whimpering on the floor, blood pooled around her as crimson bubbles and snot foamed around her mouth. You know, you could have a promising career as like a horror writer. Do you know that?
Yeah.
As the mare's twitches slowed to a cold stop, for just a second, the fog in her eyes cleared, regaining her senses in her last moments, before the spark in her eyes faded, and she lay lifeless. Cody walked back to the orange mare, who was still dazed on her side, and jumped on the back of her head. With a meaty crack, he split her head open, staining him and the floor a familiar red. Quickly running back to Ditzy, he hugged her. Both trembled in each other's grasp.
It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
Was all he could think to say to comfort Ditzy and himself. Multiple hoofsteps could be heard approaching. Cody reluctantly let Ditzy go and pulled out the chair leg from the corpse's throat. As more and more mares poured into the room, he brandished his makeshift weapon. He would kill all of them if he had to.
No one ever touches my family.
Cody roared.
If you want me, come get me.
And
Okay,
in recent
question.
news, half the female population has been decimated here, it seems, on the last heat. We don't know
God,
exactly
for you.
what happened, but half of them are dead.
200 plus mares were found dead in a bunker in Canterlot. Oh, Jesus.
Question for you, Yamston. Was the whole point of this chapter that Kick-Ass 222, your mom, our friend Austin, just forgot that Ditzy was pregnant and there was a continuity error?
Yeah, I brought it up as like, yo, we should do this in the Heat 3. But he's
He
like,
killed
nah,
his fucking baby!
I don't want to do that.
Yo,
I'll do it
have we
myself,
do
bro.
this? You'd be sick as shit.
That's very forward thinking of you.
Yeah.
I had to die somehow.
That is, you know,
Quad crucial
Could-
abortion.
sent the baby to like a boarding school or something. Like,
Also, apparently, like, is Cody just murderous in the future, or does he get it? Like, does he get it out of his system? and then
Well, I
he's
think
going-
this is
going
also going to
forward?
tie in because earlier it was either this chapter or one before we had like the kid
Yeah, the
talking about
character who
Cody.
was like, I hate the bronies because they killed my dad.
yeah. So I figure it's also like kind of a tie into that too.
Yeah.
damn,
It
that's
is,
funny.
but also, murder just doesn't matter here.
I hate the bronies.
True.
They killed my dad and then later my mom during the heat.
Town Square, Ponyville. Louis slumped.
Oh goodness!
Oh, he's back!
Now for some lighter news.
Yo.
Louis slumped over on the porch, tied to the railing with an annoyingly tight leash. Whose house was he at? It didn't matter. None of this mattered. Why did he become a dog again? Was it to schmooze up to Twilight? Great fucking idea that was! His one chance at paradise, and he shot himself in the foot before he could even start walking. He made do with the problem by hooking up with Winona, but that never was supposed to be a long-term relationship. Even when she had pups, he just gave them away to his dumbass friends to get rid of the responsibility.
Friends is a
Applejack.
strong word.
Yeah.
Applejack would have done it anyway if he hadn't. Louis unfortunately never got to learn their names before they disappeared one day. Apparently it was caused by something Winona told them, but she refuses to tell him out of spite. He can't talk with the bronies either. They declawed him and he wouldn't stop scratching up the floor, and they didn't really care enough to watch him paw at the dirt for several minutes.
Jesus.
At least he had an amicable relationship with his other two children. Stephen was a nice kid, but he didn't inherit the human smarts his siblings did. No different from a regular dog.
Lork.
Betty, on the other hand, was sadly his greatest accomplishment since coming here. She talks about leaving the farm one day to pursue her own adventures, but she's held back to spend time with that filly Lance says is his sometimes. Louis shook his
Our
head.
only friend.
That's
You know
so
what it is?
fucking funny.
What's really fun is the little writing moments in this, like that just kind of point to these other jokes that are littered throughout the entire story. You cannot pick up on this stuff unless you just read all of Living the Dream, and that's what makes it really funny.
This is the reward.
I gotta be honest, even though what we just read was like incredibly violent and distressing to those, people who have, I think this is a much more disturbing, like, I have no mouth that I must scream.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Like I've read plenty of stories where people get like stabbed in the neck and die. Like that is like, a thing, but like
Yeah,
it's
whatever.
not common. You have a story where it's like, oh yeah, this dude is a dog, and his friends got annoyed with him like writing in the dirt, so they fucking pulled his claws out.
Yeah.
Now he's
like
stuck
like,
as like a
how-
dog.
my kids are gone. My only like one of my kids is literally just dog brained, and like the only one I have with me still is like my daughter who like wants to leave and go out on her own, but is sticking around because there's an orphan girl in town who she feels bad for, and like otherwise I'm just sitting here for
Crazy.
3 days tied to a porch while like the bears get crazy.
Louis shook his head, bringing him back to the present. You would think the heat would be a gold mine for someone like himself, but apparently there's no white women in Equestria.
I was gonna make the same joke.
But apparently nobody wants to fuck a dog. Not a single mayor would look his way, and when he tried to join in, they tied him to this damn porch. With a bowl of treats, sure, but still! Now he's just forced to sit here and watch while getting none of the glory. He even saw Mount Batteris, of all people, in action. The Ferris wheel-like contraption they put him in didn't make any sense, but he'll take that any day over being stuck in the cuck corner. With nothing to do but spectate, Louis put his head down to try to sleep through all the ruckus.
Back to Lance.
This is his, like, heaven.
Yeah.
He was like, you know what?
Yeah, he
the,
was
the line that's really sitting with me is like, this was his one chance at paradise and he fucking blew it. And it's like,
Yeah.
that's so real. Holy shit.
It's so crazy.
I mean, like it's like horrifying and tragic, but on the other hand, like it always comes back to the fact that, like this is an unforced error. This is a man who died and was given the choice of like where would you like to go and in what form would you like to be in, and he said, I want to go to the My Little Pony universe and I want to be a dog because I'm pretty sure Twilight would fuck a dog.
Actually, she's a freak, I get that vibe.
Voiced by a white woman, so
Right, well,
must.
Back with Lance. I dusted off my hooves and reverted back to my base form. To my left was an unconscious Grace, whose upper body was embedded into the wall. I didn't want to fight her, but she's one of the few I can't ignore.
For all the shit she talks, she's not even close to Gray's.
I wonder why that is.
Bitches ain't shit, duh.
Now to go find Spark. He shouldn't be that far away. The fight was only 40 seconds? Trotting off into the direction I told him to run off to, I eventually saw two shadows. One small and one not as small. Shit, he's not alone! Flying as fast to Spark as I could, I entered Holy Dawn and prepared to deck the bitch who cornered my son! Only to stop my hoof inches away from her. Twilight?!
It's okay. It's just Mom.
Spark barked out in a panic.
Bark, 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 bark.
Scared the little guy.
Twilight, what are you doing here?
I squeaked out. Wasn't she supposed to be in heat? She looks a lot more lucid than the other mares he's seen today.
I'm taking hormones to repress my sexuality.
Don't
Sorry, Lance. I just went and killed a baby.
Oh, whoa,
Don't-
Lance! I
don't let,
found the cure.
don't let your guard down, Lance. I don't like the feeling of this. Oh, it's nothing much.
Twilight said. Then her horn flashed.
I just wanted some alone time with my favorite stallion.
After regaining my vision, I saw Spark was nowhere to be found. What did she do? I dodged when Twilight suddenly jumped at me.
Where's Spark?
I teleported them back home. The house is all fortified properly. She's been doing that all day.
Yeah. She's like, oh man, Spark's Lance is gonna really appreciate it when I have sex with him, knowing that his son's okay.
Yeah. Now, make love to me.
Twilight said as she grabbed me with her magic. Flexing myself, I was able to break out of her hold.
Lance, come on. Twilight's our wife, dude. No, not like this. Never like this. I'm not fucking her when she can't think straight.
Oh, how thoughtful of you. But how are you going to subdue her?
Yeah, smartass, we can't fuck her. We sure as hell can't. We aren't beating on her. So what the fuck are we doing? I don't know.
For the next 5 minutes, I jumped around Twilight as she tried to force herself on me. Meanwhile, I racked my brain for any ideas on how to knock her out without hurting her. Wait, that could work.
A mind link. I forgot we had that, apparently. Oh, yeah, me too. Can you guys use that to go into her mind and turn her off?
We can try?
Sexually, right?
I think that's how you kill
Sexually,
people.
right?
Oh, don't stomp her heart. Got it. Not that kind of turn off. Not like
I'm just turning
turn
off every process in her brain and hoping that one of them is the horny one.
Nope, that's her heart. Nope, that's a kidney.
Uh-oh.
We'll get it.
Well,
That's fine, they have dialysis in Equestria, right?
Maybe.
Hopefully. I'm sorry for doing this, Twilight.
As soon as I felt Break and Dawn leave my mind, Twilight screamed and
Ah!
fell touching her head. Dude, honestly, me, if I ever got Break and Dawn in my head.
I haven't even started doing anything.
Imagine we get this. Imagine we get this big like retrospective, like a big zoom out. Lance is like, the voices, like, I can think. Oh my gosh!
Quiet.
Oh my God, I'm free.
I'm free. Sorry, Twilight.
Each time she screamed, I winced.
Ah!
After thrashing for a bit, she slumped over,
Ah!
and I felt my conscience's return.
It's done, Lance. She should be out until tomorrow.
This is like
That-
getting rid of someone's tinnitus for like a few moments before it returning again.
Yeah. That has to count as some sort of war crime. Thanks, you two. That couldn't have been easy to do. No, it was piss easy, bro. We're just fucking annoying.
After picking up Twilight and putting her on my back, that's funny, I ran back to the lounge. Spark must be terrified right now. I have to fly back to my house as fast as I can before something happens to him. 3 minutes later, I found myself back in the lounge. Frederick was there just fine. Many of the mares from earlier were unconscious and stacked near the wall.
Stacked.
And shivering spirits could be
They're like
seen hiding
throwing-
on the opposite side of the room, glaring
Oh.
daggers at me.
They're like throwing it in a pile.
It was like, here's all the badly injured mares that some of our friends beat up, and here's the corpse pile. Not sure how that happened, but
We do need to keep checking the corpse pile because some of them are still alive. It's just kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, we sometimes take a stick and poke at them, and if they kind of groan, we kind of throw them into the other pile. It's a lot of shuffling back
Frederick
and forth.
turned to me.
French and me. Oh, hey Lance, got the entrance sealed up tight. There shouldn't be any more surprise mares today.
Upon noticing Twilight on my back, he deadpanned.
Oh, did you deck her too, Lance? You fucking asshole.
Oh, so Lance is a wife beater now. Okay.
Oh, nice to know you're a fucking piece of shit, bud.
Ah, I see you beat my wife and then your own, huh?
Oh, you got inspired.
I scratched the back of my head.
Oh, no. I just let Break and Dawn run around her head for a bit.
At that bit of info, Frederick cringed.
By the way, I'm sorry for punching Luna earlier, but you of all ponies should know how dangerous an alicorn is.
Frederick sighed.
It's fine, Lance. It was only minor damage.
You know, a little scrape here, a little dent in the fender, but everything's fine.
A look of unease showed itself on his face.
We should try up and round up the last of the mares, eh?
This is gonna suck.
Lead the way.
Oh, we're at the last big old break, and then we'll be done with this.
Hooray!
Later that night. Over the past several hours, we gathered the rest of our friends and knocked out any stray mares along the way. Seth and Zaro somehow remained unmolested. After a brief rundown of what happened, we decided that the East Wing was best left alone for tonight. According to them, Celestia and Vineshin were planting sunflowers, and no one wanted to get between that. Drax, unfortunately, had been caught fairly early into the chase. By the time we found him, he'd nearly been sucked dry. But after dealing with the mares and giving him some water, he recovered fine. Aaron, well, he got the thick of it. After I tossed him in oh wow, hold on, weird grammar. After I tossed him in, the mares passed him around harder than a dollar bill. His sacrifice did help me and Spark get away, so I don't feel that bad about it. Peter had been found holding exhausted. Holy shit! You guys, figure it out, Yamston. Peter had been found holding exhausted nearby piles of debris and unconscious mares. Wait, no, exhausted was for the mares. Peter had been found holding exhausted nearby piles of debris and unconscious mares.
I think it was that he exhausted the debris, like the supplies.
That's a stretch.
No.
The whole time he fought them off while
Well,
David shielded his kids. Peter did get a bit rough with it. Many of the mares had broken bones and injuries that wouldn't fully heal. The biggest surprise was finding Applejack with lacerations across her body, but she should be back to full health soon. Except for her face. There's no fixing that.
And there's the hat. And there's the hat. That's the hat joke, isn't it?
There we go. Also, I think I figured it out. Sorry, I've been looking at the thing. I think the holding was just was not meant to be. There was supposed to be Peter been found near had been found exhausted nearby a pile of debris and unconscious mares.
Yeah, I think I started a second sentence before I deleted the first one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what? And Austin's there not so easy, is it, Yamston?
Not so different, you and I.
Alexander just escaped the whole bunker itself. Somewhere in the chaos, he must have shot a portal outside and booked it. He was found 3 days later ranting about black holes or something. Dude, actually, just imagine the ending of Portal 2 and you shoot the, fucking portal gun into the moon, except, Gladys is trying to have sex with you.
Well, get out of my way. Get out of my way, Game Boy.
Yeah. Shadow Breeze was... Oh, shit! We forgot to send him an invite! I'll have to send him one of Twilight's self-help books. Sure, needed it for my first time. Cody was just... Holy shit. When we found him, he was muttering...
It's going to be okay.
To a crying Ditzy. The entire room itself was caked in gore. When we found out about Ditsy's stomach wound, she was instantly rushed to a hospital. Unfortunately, her baby did not survive.
Wait,
After
hold on.
counting
Wait, hold on. They rush her to a hospital. They're in a bunker because everyone's insane.
No,
It's the
the
last day
male
of the night.
doctor.
It's later
fine.
that night. See, the pheromone hormone phase passes at 8 p.m. It stops.
After counting up the bodies the best we could, we concluded that at least 47 mares had been killed by Cody alone,
Jesus Christ.
with Peter having injured at least 80 others. Both were dragged off by Frederick to Canterlot, with only Peter putting up any resistance. Upon hearing the news, Greybite was distraught to learn that his wife, Colgate, was one of
Oh, that's right.
and his other wife, Barry Punch, had her neck
Oh my
broken by
god.
Peter. I forgot this guy.
Oh my fucking
I
god.
forgot about
Colgate's
that.
Dead?
That's so funny.
No, because he said the light blue mare earlier, and I'm like, oh, that's Colgate.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah,
wasn't
I
even
didn't
mentioned by
realize
name.
Yeah, I was hoping not, but yeah. Okay, apparently fucking Colgate, my two favorite ponies, both fucking died. God damn it.
No, Barry Punch is alive.
Punch is not dead.
He's
She's in a
comatose.
coma.
Sorry. Her neck was snapped. She was in a coma.
That's so fucking funny because I forgot that he was even a character and that he had multiple wives.
The Mormon of the group.
That is hilarious.
I hated Greybite, but I didn't want to write him, so I just resorted to killing off his wives.
That's really funny.
Fucked up.
That sucks. Once
Well,
I
that
got
did
tired of
happen.
helping clean up at the bunker, I rushed back home to check up on Spark. I forgot about the little guy being alone. As I flew into my street, I glanced over to Dila and Drax's house and stopped in my tracks. The entire front wall looked like Iz was blown open. From the inside? And if I squinted my eyes, I could swear I saw a chewed-up shot collar on the front lawn.
Huh?
Oh. Oh, God. Is that why her culture has that no-touch rule? I knew I should have paid more attention to her stories, but I droned out around the sand part.
Sand?
I hate
Its course is rough.
Oh, it gets
It's
everywhere.
everywhere. I'm just too tired for this. After shaking myself from my stupor, I glided my way to my house and got in as quickly as I could. When I saw a strange figure with Spark, I was about to charge in and punch their head off before I saw it was just fun. Huh. So that's where she ran off to. Anyway, luckily Spark just played here the entire time. One load off my back. Hours later, after the kids had fallen asleep, I found myself holding a bottle of alcohol. Real alcohol. Rubbing alcohol. Today has been
Ethanol.
ethanol. Today has
Frederick
been
made gas
awful.
again, so I could drink some
Yeah.
gasoline at least.
Didn't want to think about everyone's reaction to the casualties tomorrow. I didn't want to think about the many ponies that would be crippled for the rest of their life. Didn't want to think about the God knows how many kids Cody orphaned again.
Cody.
Again. Oh, Cody.
Cody, that's a
Ba-da-da-da-da.
goofball. I took a swig of my drink, the liquid burning as it went down. How could something like the heat exist in a nice place like Equestria? I heard the door opening, but I didn't bother looking,
Lance,
said Frederick behind me.
how you holding up there, bud? Not good.
I muttered. I took another sip.
I don't get why the heat exists. It's done nothing good for anyone.
Frederick put a hoof on my shoulder and let out a deep breath.
Lance, sometimes it's not our place to understand the nature of such things.
You know, Lance, God works in mysterious ways. I growled.
Screw nature and screw God. Just because it's nature doesn't mean we have to put up with it.
Frederick removed his hoof and turned to leave.
You'll understand one day, Lance.
He stopped when he was halfway out the door. His head tilted in my direction, but his expression was hidden from me.
Fate's a bitch, eh?
He muttered with
Hey.
an almost misplaced mirth before disappearing into the nighttime air. With that, he shut the door, leaving me alone in the dark. Melodramatic much?
And that's the chapter.
Wow.
And that's
Wow.
why Lance dedicated himself to killing God.
That is fantastic. That is really funny.
Well, it's implied that it's not natural. I feel like that kind
Yeah.
of ending there.
We did it.
Oh, hey, a Yamston comment down here.
Oh.
Oh,
So after this,
Oh, hey, look, a bunch of color.
Oh, man. Oh, you saw the sweat smile? The golf? All right. We got him.
yep.
row.
I actually didn't even see the extra quotation mark at the beginning of that one. That's funny.
All right. Well, anyway, that was chapter Heat. Fuck. That was Heat 3, 3 Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah. Next we
And,
got Afterburn, the letter,
Yeah.
potentially the bonus chapter.
Yeah, we have some more coming up. Hopefully, not too far in the future.
Wait a second. Did you
and,
just add Afterburn?
Yeah, I said
God.
this right before right when we started.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, my God.
You motherless
Skip
son
this
of a
one.
whore.
Are you fucking serious?
And on that
right
note,
now?